So just a few weeks ago, Hamdan Ballal was on stage accepting an Oscar for his role in directing the film No Other Land, which is a documentary about Israeli violence against Palestinians. And just a few days ago, Hamdan was beaten and injured by Israeli settlers on the West Bank. He called an ambulance. He was kidnapped from inside the ambulance by Israeli settlers. And just today, his co-director Yuval Abraham said he was handcuffed and beaten all night by Israeli military, and he was just released today. After hearing this story, I immediately thought of all the footage that's been ascertained and put together showing the genocide in Gaza and in the West Bank and what's happening to Palestinian people. I then think of all the footage that's been ascertained and put out of violence from cops that's been brought out to black bodies being lynched in the US. And then I think about what would we do if we had footage or saw footage of the genocide that was brought to indigenous people here in the United States, if we were able to see that like we're seeing the genocide in Gaza and the West Bank right now. There is a definitive and known danger to being a journalist of color, being an artist of color. When you show the perpetrator their treatment of you, the treatment can increase. Right? Shireen Abu Akleh knew this, Motaz knew this, Gordon Parks knew this, Linda Tirado knows about this, and yet we continue to not only tell this story, but show the story, show what's happening because it's extremely important. People don't understand that Darnella Frazier was threatened many times after filming the police murder of George Floyd, just for showing the treatment, and yet here we are today where Hamdan Ballal is beaten, kidnapped, and beaten for being a part of showing the story. And if there's anything to take away from this rant, it's that they don't want their violence to be dragged into the light, because then they'd have to not only look at what they've done, but they'd have to look at themselves. And there must be something intensely terrifying about that, because they'll do anything to resist it, even if that means bringing violence to a man that just made a film about that very violence being brought to his people.